Here we go from Victoria to St. John's, and they're all watching. Wong. Coach's Corner Store with Don Maclean and Wong Cherry. Stanley Cup Final preview. So, what do you think of the matchup, the two teams? Boston and Vancouver.
Stamkos. I don't mean to say this, but you may want to get ready for these.
So Wong, what do you think of the matchup then with Boston? Chicago's done with the original six. They're over. They're done with. You skipped out on Detroit. Toronto's probably.
Don't sound Toronto. They suck.
So Boston, what do you think? What do you think of the chances? Wednesday, game 1.
I'll tell you, I don't like this, but I don't like it at all. But Boston's gonna have to maybe just let the Canucks win, you know, so somebody feel good in Vancouver, because those guys,
well, they were feeling pretty good when the confetti came raining down on the ice. Maybe a little bit premature, that's for sure. If you caught any of it, what did you think about that?
It's not a wedding. You don't take confetti out unless it's a wedding. Have you ever tried to skate on confetti? I mean, Kessler. Bottom line, kids, I want to tell you something right now. Kessler, best hockey player I've seen. Well, that's not true. But anyways, in this series, I would say he is an awesome hockey player. His attitude, his demeanor, I mean, I tell you, he came out after the last game and he looked at the camera and they asked him, what do you think? If you had injury, would you still play? He says, I don't care if I have a 1 skate or a 2 skate, I am going to play the game.
Well, there's no doubt.
If you play a game like that with that much intensity, you are going somewhere. The whole team is like that.
No.
The whole team. So when you break out the confetti and you break on the ice, you have a guy that's somewhat injured go on the ice, have a party, he show his hands up, and I'm so excited.
Well, let's talk about
he's going to be in the hospital.
Wong, let's talk about injuries for a second. We have Aaron Rome, day-to-day. That nasty hit, that's for sure. We have Michael Samuelson. Ineffective this year, but you sure could use his shot from the point at times. And
he's a sweet.
Ehrhoff coming back with maybe a Joe Thornton-like injury, that separated shoulder. But what is everyone talking about right now? Manny Malhotra resumed for practice. He's skating, maybe with one eye, maybe hiding behind the shades like you are right now. What do you think about Manny coming back? Is he gonna make it game 1?
I'm not hiding from anything. I don't hide behind shades. The light bothers my eyes. It's a totally different story that has nothing to do with it. You take a guy with glasses, you take his glasses off, he still can't skate. It don't mean nothing. So what? Guy can skate. Don't mean he can play hockey. I can skate, but I can't play hockey. I'm terrible. I get taken out, I'm short, I'm frail, I get beat up. That don't mean I'm going to be a hockey player just because I wear glasses on the ice. I can skate. What's your point?
I think you made a perfect point right then and there. So who you got for this series? Who do you think is going to be taking home the hardware?
It's going to be a 7 game. Mark my words, 7 game. But Vancouver is going to take it. I don't know, but you know, I have to give it to Vancouver. He's going to be a tough. He's going to be an injury. He's going to be a lot of. I mean, all Chara has to do is make sure he puts another guy into the bench, and that's it. somebody's going to the hospital.
Well, no doubt that Montreal will be joining Vancouver in this year, wanting to see a Canadian team take home the Stanley Cup. And you got, when you think of Conn Smythe, it might just come down to the goalies. You got Wong on one end. Still haven't come up with a nickname for him. Call him whatever you will, Bobby Linguini or Luongo time. But
you know, when I think about team tournaments, I think about the choo-choo train. You know, think of little choo-choo train.
The kids.
No, choo-choo train that could. He is at this level, playing his top game.
It's 37.
That don't mean nothing. If he plays the same way he's been playing all series, he is going to be on top of his game. It will come down to lucky bounce. It will come down to a goal like happening in the last game of Vancouver series where Bieksa fan on a shot but he still went in because Miami had no idea. It's going to be like that. They're not going to be pretty goal. It's gonna be decided basically by rookie shot or somebody drop ball.
So you're expecting this one to go 7 games, just like Vancouver did it with New York, the Rangers.
Don't mention that, they get very, very upset.
Last time the Canucks were in the finals, New York, 1994. Almost remember it just like yesterday. And they were playing the Rangers, and yeah,
but
that's right.
Crap.
This is
These are not baseball.
This is the New
These
York
are hockey
Yankees. I know Vancouver. They're looking to maybe steal a little bit of the magic, and I know myself. I'm going for Vancouver in this one. I think it's their time. They haven't won. They got a great team, great leadership, great story with Manny Malhotra, but this is what it comes down to. The New York.
But why do you have a baseball tie? I don't understand. We're talking about
because
hockey.
I'm rooting for any team
Take it off.
that is going up.
Get rid of it.
Any team that's going up against Boston is good in my books, and there's none a bigger nemesis than the Rangers. And we hope maybe Vancouver can be that thorn in the flesh for Boston this series. Wong, I got you a little something. I thought we could be matching. Got you a little souvenir.
Baseball.
Yeah.
My 40. I'm 35. I don't like baseball. If I bored, I come home from work, I have nothing to do, I sit, watch a baseball game, I nap for 3 hours, and the 7th inning I say that's a good game. I'm not 40 yet, I'm 35. Get real, back to hockey. Back to a national sport that doesn't make people fall asleep. National pastime sport is more like hockey. If you want to be bored, you watch a Nashville-based against those.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wong. These things right here sound like hotcakes, and better get your hands on them now because I think this is Vancouver's year, and I think hopefully there'll be jubilation on the streets and not riots.
The only riot's going to be coming from the Boston fans when they lose to Vancouver.
Maybe a bit of tear gas.
Oh, there's going to be lots of crying. Coming from the bench. We didn't do it.
Alright, you heard it here from Wong, and we'll see you guys next week.